Is my audio video clear?
Yes.
My presentation is visible?
Yes.
Thank you. It was a warm summer. Too hot, too humid. Nothing surprising about that. I was in my teens. As I entered our room, the TV was switched on. Just a moment. The TV was switched on. Some old MGR song was playing through the DVD. I ignored it. But soon it caught my attention. Not the song, but Mufasa was crying. Appa, could you please reduce the sound? Jagan, have you ever seen a hero romancing his lover with a philosophical song? உன்னை அறிந்தால் நீ உன்னை அறிந்தால் உலகத்தில் போராடலாம் உயர்ந்தாலும் தாழ்ந்தாலும் தலை வணங்காமல் நீ வாழலாம். Which means if you know yourself, you can fight in this world. Irrespective of success or failure, you can hold your head high. I thought to myself, who in the world would wear a tight cowboy dress and a hat in a tropical country, ride a horse, and advise his lover about philosophy? Only one person can do it. Purachi Talaivar, as MGR was fondly called. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As a teen, I neither understood the meaning of these songs nor my father's reaction to them. He was channelizing into my mind the genius of MSV, Ramamurthy, and KV Mahadevan, the wisdom of lyricists like Kannadas and Vali, through the charismatic acting of MGR and Shivaji. Through these songs, he exposed me to the higher ideals of life. What is justice? What is freedom? What is a dignified life? What is rationality? And why should you question everything? He was my first mentor, though he never intended to be one. Moving on, as with any life on earth, my mother has influenced me more than anybody. A 5 to 7 minute speech cannot possibly accommodate her. Thus, her most important influence on me is how I spend money. We grew up with terms like FD, RD, fixed deposits, Diwali chit fund, Pongal chit fund, jewel loan, interest, penalties. She had eggs in all baskets. Isn't that what you call an investment portfolio today? Years later, I found another mentor named Chaya Srivatsa in Mysore. As the training was intense, Infosys provided us with a life coach for the trainees to reach out to. I reached out almost every day, not because I was stressed, but because she had answers to my questions. More than answers, she had wisdom. Her 3 important influences on me. Number 1, tell truth to the face. Never be afraid to be on the side of the truth. Value time. If you respect it, it respects you. Mind your own business unless it affects your business. After 6 years of training in Mysore, I came back to Chennai. One of the reasons that I loved my job was my managers, Vasant and Govind. They knew I was hyper zealous in asking questions, but did not stop me from doing it. Every client meeting, they would open the floor, safely assuming I had something in my arsenal. In one of my appraisal meetings, my Govind gave me a valuable feedback. He told me, Jagan, choose the right forum and the right time for your questions. It was not a revelation to me back then, but over time, I realized the importance of this advice. Today, it translates to, Jagan, be emotionally intelligent as to predict where you could get correct answers for your questions. As a fresher, I had a wonderful team. My team leads, both on-site and offshore, trusted me and encouraged me. I put all my previous learnings to use. Result, in the next appraisal, I was thanking Govind for the early promotion. Coming to Toastmasters. I've had 2 mentors since I joined the forum. One is Akanksha Mahapatra. The other is Thomas T. Abraham. Now, more than guiding, more than being mentors, they have guided me outside of Toastmasters. They've become close friends. More than being close friends, they've listened to my ideas, to my eccentricities, to my beliefs. More than listening, they have been a wise counsel in as to how I proceed with my life. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. In fact, especially with DTM Thomas, every speech has rudimentarily gone through the cycle of reviews. It's as though a floor being grounded again and again, and every evaluation has an ex post facto discussion so that I become a better person of myself, better version of myself in the next meeting. Life has changed for the good after the advent of these mentors. While I strive every day to follow their advice, I haven't perfected them. It's an ongoing process, but there are some perceptible changes. The TV has changed into smartphone. The DVD has metamorphosed into iTunes. And Mufasa has become Simba. By the way, there's another Simba who was born 6.5 years before me. She is a carbon copy of Mufasa. She doesn't know how much she influences me. She will never get to know how much she influences me. And that's just the manifestation of Mufasa in both of us. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank